treatment of diabetes with subcutaneous insulin injections can be rather complex. A precise dose matching the body's insulin requirement should ideally be delivered with a pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic profile that matches the natural pattern of insulin secretion from the pancreas of a healthy person, with peaks in insulin secretion at each meal and basal levels of insulin between meals. A simple way to provide both mealtime and basal insulin with one injection in type 2 diabetes is to use a premix analog insulin such as Novomix 30. Novomix 30 is a biphasic insulin analog based on the fast-acting analog mealtime insulin NovoRapid. NovoRapid consists of insulin aspart, a specifically designed fast-acting insulin analog with a single amino acid substitution of the proline at position B28 to aspartic acid. This change in amino acid sequence makes insulin aspart hexamers dissociate faster at the injection site, allowing them to be rapidly absorbed to cover mealtime insulin needs. Novomix 30 is formulated with 30% insulin aspart as fast-acting soluble hexamers for mealtime insulin coverage and with 70% as protamine crystallized insulin aspart hexamers that are slowly absorbed for basal insulin coverage. Once injected, the soluble insulin aspart hexamers rapidly dissociate, and the monomers disperse and are quickly absorbed into the blood circulation. This peak in rapidly released insulin aspart acts to lower the blood glucose levels associated with the meal. Thus, it is the rapid-acting insulin aspart component that provides the mealtime pharmacological peak seen with Novomix 30, giving rise to clinically relevant benefits such as reduced postprandial glucose excursions compared to biphasic human insulin, or in short, BHI. BHI is a premix insulin consisting of human insulin hexamers and protaminated human insulin. The rapid action of insulin aspart in Novomix 30 better mimics physiological insulin secretion compared to BHI. Novomix 30 reduces the likelihood of major hypoglycemic events by as much as 55% and has 50% reduction in likelihood of nocturnal hypoglycemia compared to BHI. Another drawback with BHI is that it should be administered at least 30 minutes before a meal, and difficulty in accurately judging the precise time of eating may cause poor adherence to the required injection timing with BHI. In contrast, Novomix 30 can be taken immediately before or just after a meal when required. This flexibility in injection timing can improve adherence, compliance, and quality of life. A further difference with BHI is that it can only be administered up to 2 times a day. Patients then have to change to other treatment regimens if further insulin is required for a 3rd meal. Novomix 30 can be taken up to 3 times a day, providing patients with a one insulin, one device treatment that can help them reach their glycemic targets. In fact, as many as 77% achieve their HbA1c target of less than 7% with Novomix 30 once, twice, or 3 times a day, in addition to existing OAD treatment. In summary, Novomix 30 benefits versus BHI are improved HbA1c, FPG, and PPG in patients switched from BHI, significantly lower risk of major and nocturnal hypoglycemia, flexible injection timing. Novomix 30 can be taken immediately before or just after a meal. Novomix 30 can be taken up to 3 times daily. Starting patients on Novomix 30 or transferring them from BHI is simple.